As you may remember, when we were creating these drop-down menus, we have already created a function called sticky select. So if we select any of the values from these drop-down menus and click next, the form has submitted, the page has reloaded, and these values stay as they are. But if we select, let's say, gender and click on next, the value doesn't stay as we selected this. The same with the text field. If we put anything here, they are simply gone after the page has reloaded. So obviously we need to create this sticky text and sticky radio buttons functions. So go back to our functions.php, and after our sticky dropdown, if we create another function, which will be for sticky text field function, and we'll call it simply sticky text. We will send just one parameter, which will be par. And now what we're doing is first we check if is set post with this parameter, then return the post with the parameter. Okay, else if is set again session with this parameter, then return the session with the parameter. So this one should be working. Now we need to apply this function to our text field. So if we scroll down, we go to our value, open PHP tag, in between the double quotes, echo sticky text, and in between the brackets we will simply put inside of the quotes the parameter, which is the name of our input. The same for the last name as well, and these are the only text fields which we have on the page. Oh, sorry, actually we have to obviously change the parameter to last name. Now if we go back to our page, we refresh, we resend the information. As you can see, the information which I typed previously, if I change this, it stays inside of the form as well. Okay, so that would work. Now one thing, if we check again, if I used the single quote and something else after this and hit enter, have a look at what's happened. You can see this single quote has been escaped by the backslash. If I do it again, it's going to add even 2. So we need to repair this as well. Go back to our functions and wrap our post par inside of the strip slashes function, and the same for our session, exactly same thing. And this way we will get rid of all these slashes. If I remove this and I create one with the slash again, as you can see now it doesn't add the slashes to the backslashes to the value itself. So we can go back. Now next function will be sticky radio buttons. So function sticky radio. This time we will pass 3 parameters. First will be the name, then as a parameter, then we have value, and the last one will be def equals null. By default it will be set to null. Default if we want any of the radio buttons to be selected by default. And now we start with the if statement. Is set post par, and actually let's copy this to make it quicker. Post par equals value, then we want to return, this time it will be checked equals checked. Okay, else if, this time we have session situation, session with the parameter, if it's set, obviously, and session parameter equals the value, then we want exactly same thing to happen. And then we have else if value equals def, default, then same thing. So value equals default, then we also want it to be checked. Okay, so our sticky radio seems to be working now. Obviously we need to test it, but function has been created. So now what we're going to do after the value equals m in the double quotes, after the double quotes, let's open the PHP tag, echo sticky radio, semicolon, and closing PHP tag. Inside of it, obviously we're passing the, first of all, the parameter name, which will be gender. Then we have the value, which will be m in this case, in this radio button. And obviously we don't have any default value. We don't want anything to be selected initially, so we don't need to pass the third parameter as a default to null anyway. Then after the with the second radio button, I've just considered I've forgotten actually to change value from M to F, so let's do it now. And obviously the same thing, second parameter will be F this time. So now if we go save the page, if we go back, refresh the page, now if we select male, click next, you can see it keeps the radio button selected, the same with the female. So our sticky form field seems to be working now. We can move to the next video.